What up, world? It's your boy Big Willie, aka the Pac Mac. I hope y'all are having a blessed day. As always, I am blessed and happy to see you. Oh my goodness. So, we know that tomorrow there's supposed to be a Twitch stream specifically about the Final Fantasy MTG set. But thanks to our boys over at IGN.com, link is going to be down below. They've already kind of gave us like a first sneak peek at each of the Final Fantasy commander decks. Now, already, as you see, my smoke alarm is already tripping, but it's okay. We're going to figure that out and get that done. But, oh my goodness. So, we was, I kind of predicted, spoiler alert, if you are following my um tweet something about a Final Fantasy. I mean, well, like do a video about Final Fantasy every day for till I get a preview card deal that I'm doing. Praying for a preview card. I still am praying for a preview card. I kind of like made some predictions that 7 was going to get a deck, 10 was going to get a deck. I believe I predicted 13 was going to get a deck, and I predicted either 4 or 6, maybe a combination of the both with 5 sprinkled in there as the 4th deck, something for the old heads. Well, I was 2.5. I got 2.5 out of the 4. So 7 is getting a deck, and 10 is also getting a deck. 13 I was wrong on. 14 is getting a deck though. And it's all about the scions and stuff. We're gonna look at that in a minute. And then the last one, which is probably my favorite of the bunch, Final Fantasy VI, is getting its own deck. I'm so happy. Tara's on the cover. She got a new card. Oh my goodness. We gonna talk about the cards and everything. I'm kind of looking at the article at the same time. I got my Moogle and Chocobo behind me. It's all along with Kirby. You know, Kirby's always sleeping, chilling, camping out, because that's what he does. But oh my goodness. So we do know, like I said before, which this does kind of prove that, 7's gonna get the lion's share of this whole thing. Like 7's got so much. It's got so much. I mean, because you got the Cloud Sephiroth cards and the but there's a Cloud in the deck, and it's Cloud X Soldier. But let's go ahead and talk about each of the cards one by one. The first one is Terra, Herald of Hope. She's Mardu, red, white, black, which is great. Which I like that. Legendary Human Wizard Warrior. She's got Trance. She only costs 3, red, white, black. And she's a 3/3 for 3, which is really good. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. Fair. Whenever Terra deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. When you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. Ooh, I like that. She can bring people back. She's a Mardu, like a recovery commander. Like, yo, hey, I can see some things going on with her. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see it. All right, and then we got Cloud, ex Soldier, um, Naya. He's red, green, white. 2 red, green, white to be exact. 4/4 human soldier mercenary. He also has haste. When Cloud enters, attach up to one target equipment. Attach up to one target equipment you control to it. When Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. And if Cloud has 7 power or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. Ooh, so this is an Naya equipment deck? Yo, that sounds sick. That sounds super sick. And then we got Tidus, Yuna's Guardian, and it is green, white, blue. A 3/3 for 3 again. Legendary creature, human warrior. I love this art on this Tidus card. Oh my goodness. At the beginning of combat on your turn, he's a human warrior, by the way. Beginning of combat on your turn. You may move a counter from target creature you control onto a second target creature you control. Whenever it's got cheer, whenever one or more creatures you control you control with counters on them, deal combat damage to a player. You may draw a card and proliferate. Do this only once each turn. Nice. Nice. So he's like adding blue and he can play Hams in that deck. You know, Hams is my boy. Let's go ahead and get that. Don't get it twisted. All right. And then the next one we got Y'shtola, Knights Blessed. And she's Esper. 1 white, blue, black. Legendary creature cat warlock. She's got vigilance. She's a 2/4. 2/4 for 4. Not bad, not bad at all. At the beginning of each end step, if a player lost 4 more life this turn, you draw a card. Nice. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, your Stola deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. Ooh, I like that. And then she triggers at the end of each turn. Yo, that's the face commanders for each of these 4 decks. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now here comes the kicker of it. So each of these 4 decks are getting released and they are going to be crazy, and the box art looks amazing. And I am just like, I insert Tiger King Joe meme. I will not financially recover from this because they announced collector versions of the decks, and if you know me, like, only other thing of this magnitude that they could do this game that would probably get me just as excited, if not more so excited, would be doing like a Mega Man crossover. And I'm still holding out hope because they did a Street Fighter crossover, even though like they should do like a Street Fighter set and, you know, show Third Strike some more love. Like Third Strike is the best, and I'm off topic. Gotta give props out to Hayao because I honestly think at the Evo Awards, like, them boys literally made it to a point where they're like, yeah, I think they're making Evo like rethink, like, hey, they need to keep Third Strike in the loop because, like, sheesh, Hayao won so many awards. If you don't know who he is, Hayao, look him up. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. Anyways, but yeah, no, they do like a Mega Man crossover, Mega Man set, or a Street Fighter set. I'd be just as excited about that as I am about this, but I'm more so excited about this. But they announced collector decks. I need to pre-order them like sooner than later because, you know, like, if you know the history of these collector decks, if you don't pre-order them, it's gonna be like prices are gonna go astronomical. Plus, it's Universes Beyond on a very widely beloved product. So yeah, definitely look into that. Man, what else are they saying about this? It's set in the launch of June. Fully draftable standard legal set. Each includes 100 cards made up of reprints of existing cards with new Final Fantasy art and brand new cards. Man, the commander decks are going to have Final Fantasy arts. Oh my god. There's going to probably be a Midgar card. Oh my god. There's going to probably be a Midgar card. Oh man. Man, but like each of those are built around a single game. 6, 7, 10, and 14. Yo, I know Captain's gonna be all about that 14 deck. I know he's gonna be all about all of them too, just like me. I told him earlier. I had to text him before I even started this video. Was just like, bro, how are we gonna financially recover from this bitch? Oh my goodness. The team decided on these 4 Final Fantasy games based on the balance of what they wanted for the gameplay of each deck and how well known the story was. Holt says that while Final Fantasy 7 and 14 were clear picks, 6 and 10 took more discussion to arrive at. Wow. I thought 10 would actually be like easier to pick, but I guess 14, because 14 is like the now. And I mean, obviously I've said this from get-go, 7's going to get the lion's share of this set. It's mostly a Final Fantasy 7 set with like stuff to other Final Fantasies in there. So it's like, yo. But 6 and 10 took more discussion to arrive at. And were chosen partially because they were favorites among the team. This was one of the products where everyone in the building was invested in each stage of development. There's so many Final Fantasy fans over at Wizards, of course, naturally. And then the 7 remake trilogy has been running on this alongside the development of this Magic set. So it's Commander Precon telling the story of the original. So is its Commander Ooh. Oh, so is it gonna be telling the original or the remake? Yo, Dylan Devney, principal narrative, game designer. I looked at the pictures and immediately was just like, the pictures. I'm just now reading the article for the first time, like for real, reading like everything after the pictures, because I was just like, let me get the pictures of this stuff. But everything after it, yeah. Dylan Devney, principal narrative, game designer at Wizards of the Coast, and narrative lead for the set, says you'll see a bit of both throughout that deck's art, but the story itself will follow the 1997 classic. Yo. Okay. They got to vote. I'm going to have to vote on that. Let's vote now. We're gonna vote Revival Trance because like we gotta vote that. I don't care. Ooh, 14's got the most votes. Yo, of course 6 would have the least of the bunch because people are people. 14 has 37.3% of voters. 29.3 for 7, 17.9 for 10, and 15.5 for 6. Fair. Speaking of nostalgia, Final Fantasy 6 is a trickier nut to crack in some ways, as it lacks the more modern art references the other 3 games can provide. Devney says they wanted to stick close with what the fans would expect from its pixel art sprites and limited concept art while expanding upon them, in hopes that the character designs should feel like how you remember them, despite being a hybridization of many different references and new ideas. To help accomplish that, WotC even consulted directly with the Final Fantasy 16, as they updated these characters to the standards needed for Magic art. Oh man, we developed a workflow that asks concept artists and card artists to pull hallmark character designs from Yoshitaka Amano's original and legendary concept art, the original Final Fantasy VI sprites, and the Final Fantasy VI Pixel remastered character portraits to synthesize the most consistent elements of each character's design into something new. We also encouraged our artists to punch up finer details and explore elements where they could push fabric patterns, textures, etc. And then we would meet with the Final Fantasy VI review team, and they would give us feedback on what core elements they wanted to preserve and what new elements they were excited about. That's cool. Cloud was the obvious pick for 7, but Holt tells me the others needed involve some brainstorming. Celeste was considered for 6. Who's the true protagonist? I love Terra. Don't get me wrong. Terra's Bay, but Celeste. If you know, you know. And they even said Celeste is considered for 6. Since the deck is focused around the world of Ruin and the second half of that game, while Yuna was considered for 10 as a fan favorite, well, ultimately decided to stick with the lead characters on those, but Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO, which presented its own problem. For Y'shtola, it came down to a mix of popularity of the character as well as being a spellcaster. Her story and character development offered a wide range of abilities, moments to pull from to lead the deck, Bold explains, says his deck represents her specifically during her Shadowbringers arc. Ooh, yo, I need to send my boy this article because yeah, they did explore the concept of making a warrior like commander players can make their own in some fashion. But Holt says those ideas had some pretty in-depth executions, and that your own personal hero still has plenty of moments in this deck without being at the helm. Fair enough. Fair enough. God. I just saw the price. So I gotta share this part with you because it's at the very end of the article, which is like the worst part. I'm not gonna financially recover from this. Oh my god. Returning to the same territory as the Warhammer 40k commander decks from 2022. All four of these decks will be available in a regular version, MSRP $69.99, and a collector's edition, MSRP $149.99. Oh, and they're all gonna be surge foil. Sheesh. Yo, they got the full unedited interview in there, but yo, so it's gonna be $600 to get the set and collectors. I'm not gonna financially recover from this. What do y'all think about this? Oh my goodness! Like I said, I am just, if I wasn't such a big Final Fantasy nut, gotta calm down. Gotta calm down. Woosah, woosah, woosah. Oh man. But what do y'all think about this? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget always, it's all about the gathering. Oh my goodness. I am not gonna financially recover from this. This is gonna be crazy. Yo. Hey, holla at your boy. Peace.